Pick a random. That's right, everybody. Maple Glazed Jerky Chronicles is back. Another week, Volume 3, here with Jimmy D, live, coming right at you. It's Burn Bones on the YouTube. Represent the Nasty Hooks. We're down one man here today, Drizzle. He has smoked his back out. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. And all right, everybody, stop that now. That's great. Okay, there we go. How about that, man? They're excited.
They're super excited, but you kind of dropped off there at the end. We lost
it. I never tried this out in StreamYard, but we got to get that working.
I liked it. I thought it was good. It made me smile. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, so let's go back to why let's talk about it, because it took a lot of people a while to notice that I had shaved, and some people were weirded out by it.
Really?
Yeah, I like it though, because it was kind of funny. We had Bang Out on our show the other day. I don't know if you know who Bang Out is. He's one of the top music producers probably in New York and potentially the world, right? He's worked with people like 50 Cent, Christina Aguilera. So we had the pleasure of having him on the show, and the comments were erupted about me not having facial hair. I was like, what the hell is going on?
I can't handle it, man. You're like a different guy. I can't trust you anymore.
Right? Exactly.
What are we gonna? I mean, now like an asshole. Me and Travis. If Travis was here, he'd also have a beard. That was our thing. We were the hairy boys, the hairy jerky chronicle guys.
Right.
Whatever the hell you want to call us. And now,
right.
Man, you turned on us. You left.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what's going on?
Like part of the problem was, part of the problem is it's just way too humid here. So yeah, because
I'm in South Carolina.
Japan's like a really,
I know what you mean.
A really beautiful country, like where I live. Have you ever seen where I live? Do you want to see where I live?
Yeah, sure, dude. Let's do it. That'd be sick.
All right, let's do it. Some people have and some people haven't. But I always like to show this off. So I'm inside now because it's super hot. But this is, you can hear outside.
What's the temp like there? What's the temp like?
It's hot, and the humidity is really hot, and you can hear outside that sound those are the cicadas. They come out every year.
No,
but yeah, this is where
oh, nice, dude. Dope.
This is where I live in the middle of the city, and it's just it's 11 in the morning, and you can see there isn't that much green space. It's like a concrete jungle. Now, if you go you can't. I don't know if you can see it actually, but over there, past the city, you can see all those mountains. That's 85% of Japan is forested mountains like that. So if you get out there and you get in the mountains, it's really nice. But when you're in the city, when you have to walk around, when you have to take the train, when you have to wear those freaking masks because of the corona, it's really hot.
And there, no matter what, right? Isn't Japan been doing that for a while, like before corona?
Well, yeah, they're kind of famous for that. I actually just taught a lesson on it, which is kind of fun. But I don't want to nerd out too much. But yeah, basically they have been doing it for a long time for the simple reason that they planted all these sugi or these pine trees, and to replenish the landscape, the forest after the First World War, when they were cutting down a lot of wooden trees to make boats and stuff like that, before they started using metal, and basically they didn't use them. So they had this overpopulation of these trees that basically caused an excess of pollen in the air and basically gave people allergies. So yeah.
Really? Well, yeah, it's looking a lot nicer outside your door than mine. I've got a greenery.
Yeah, this is kind of rare.
I'm in a shitty apartment in South Carolina. There's literally, and I'm not lying to you, 2 nights ago, there was a dude sleeping in a tent about 30 feet away from my back door in the woods here, behind my apartment complex.
Was it me?
Huh? Was it you?
Yeah. I don't remember where I was 2 nights ago. It could have been me.
No, dude. This guy was setting up shop for a little while. He was planning on hanging out for a minute. I don't think he was just on a camping trip. He was built like playing a survival game basically. Like he was out there trying to do the damn thing. Yeah, I've had a couple of weirdo guys here been popping up in my particular complex. It's supposed to be getting gentrified around here. We got a goddamn Top Golf. I'm like, what the hell? Still got crazy crackheads and shit flopping around in the parking lot and stuff. Man, it's wild.
I mean, I'm from Canada, and I'm a pretty big fan of homeless people who camp in parks. And I'm not joking, actually. Like what it drives me, like maybe you need to move to a more gentrified neighborhood if it bothers you. That's all I'm gonna say. Right?
There's a difference, bro. There's like, I remember a place called Asheville, North Carolina.
That's where that's where that really famous lady who sings songs oh no, that's Nashville. Sorry.
Not Nashville. No, Nashville is that's the heart of the South, brother. Not Nashville.
That was the worst joke on this show ever. Like ever.
Yeah, it just flew right over my head, dude.
No,
I was like, I think he was joking. I don't know. I don't want to just insult his intelligence by laughing in his face. I can't tell. I don't know. Play it safe here. But,
yeah. So Asheville, I don't think I ever actually have heard.
Look it up. Look it up, man. It's like literally, you would love this place, man. But there is a park there, and I used to have a bit about this when I was young in my comedy days about how like in Asheville for some reason there's a park in the center of the city, but it's like no non-homeless people have ever gone in this park. It's like there's like 100 homeless people just packed there, and they basically just like run shop in there, and it's kind of their little community. But it's just interesting, like how they just kind of all amassed in one place, and it was like there was like a some type of toll went off that just called all the homeless people from all the lands around. Like if you're homeless in a small city, you just kind of make your way to this sweet ass park in the middle of Asheville, and you could just live there happily from there on. You know what I mean?
Well, we have a couple of those in Osaka too, but I think last year they did the Summer Olympics, or 2 years ago they did some summer like Asian event or something, and they packed them all up and they kicked them all out. But it reminds me of like hookers, because that's like in Hawaii, where I used to live in Hawaii, there was this one street that if you were a hooker you could go to and you knew that you weren't going to get arrested. But like the police would stand at the corners, and the minute you walked over the line, right, like they would bust you. But yeah, like was
it a legality, or was it just here is cool unsaid kind of rule?
It was like it was like an unspoken kind of rule that like you're not really supposed to be doing this, but for whatever reason we're just not going to come in and bust you, right? Like
it's not over here, guy.
Yeah, right.
That's the street. That's really that's bizarre.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like if I was I don't know, man. Like I think that's my phone, but it's okay. If I was homeless, I mean, I'd probably head to Asheville, like because you guys don't have winter there, right?
Oh no, Asheville gets super cold, lots of snow.
Oh really? Then
it's North Carolina. It's right up in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
It's nestled up in there. It gets lots of snow. All 4 seasons in Asheville.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't be heading there. I'd be going south to like Florida, where there's no winter.
Yeah. You know what? I went to Denver, a couple of years ago, and I'm like, just looking around. First off, it was like an apocalypse of scooter drivers, just dudes baked on scooters everywhere you look. You're trying to navigate a vehicle through Denver now is a nerve-wracking experience. Like I'd rather be high on a scooter going 1,000 miles an hour than high driving a car being like, oh my god, I'm gonna run over a guy on a scooter every 10 seconds. It was very stressful. But
yeah, I mean I've got an affinity for homeless people because like I was once almost one. And like seriously, the serious part to this is that okay, I'll turn my voice down. Sure. Thanks.
Here? What is that?
Yeah, can you turn his voice up or your voice down? Maybe turn your voice up a little bit. I don't know.
I can try.
Is that better? Thanks, Jake.
There you go, Jake.
Yeah.
How about that? Take more of me, Jake.
All right.
Inserted right into you, buddy.
So wirelessly from my brain.
Exactly.
So yeah, but like Osaka in Japan is interesting because the homeless people here don't generally have alcohol or drug problems, which kind of seems to be the norm.
Yeah.
In North America.
Health in there or what?
Well, I mean, some of it is that they just don't fit into the paradigm of society. Some of it is that like they just don't want to work, I guess, and
Diogenes-esque.
Right. And like exactly. And it is in that sense, right? Like they don't go around, they don't beg for money, they don't ask for things. Like it's kind of a bizarre anomaly because they're outside the social fabric, but they will go around and they'll collect cans and like crush these cans and turn those in for like some funds and stuff like that. The weirdest one for me was I lived in an apartment in a fairly decent area, a fairly nice area in Waikiki in Hawaii when I lived there when I was a student. And there was this dude who like lived down the hall from me, and like I think he owned his apartment. I'm not sure. We rented, but it was a little bit. It wasn't cheap. Let's put it that way. And and he used to collect cans and bring them into his apartment and crush them and sell them. And I'm like, you live in a really nice apartment. Like, can't you kind of leave those for the homeless people? Like why are you stealing their cans, right? Like, that's not right. It's like
taking all the loot, dude. He's like
right?
a level 80 character coming into Newbland and killing all the little boars. You know what I mean? It's like,
right?
Dude, get out of here. What
Exactly.
are you doing, man? No, that's
exactly.
That is so. What the hell kind of bizarre is that? Like one of those things where like a super rich guy is like, I'm gonna pretend to be homeless for a week and just go pick up cans and just see what it's like. Because that's
I right. Like one of my best friends actually, he did his one of his degrees at the London School of Economics, and he flew to Ireland and pretended to be homeless for a week just to like write a research report. But he's like, I had money in my pocket. But
tell me more about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to have him, because like he just said it was fun. Like he said it was fun, but he was like, yeah, like 3 or 4 times it's just like, oh, there's a McDonald's over there, and I do have money in my pocket, but no, damn it, I'm not gonna do it. But he said like, you know, he's a really smart, respectable guy. But after 5 days, he said the way that people were looking at him, like that tells the story. He said like it was disheartening. Like it was just like, you know, like the first couple of days, people just thought, maybe this guy's lost or something, right? But like, you know, like after that, right, they started looking at him really weird and like just basically dismissing him. Like he would say something, and he's one of the most intelligent guys I know, right? Like. And so I think that's interesting. Like, I can't really communicate with the Japanese people here, but like, I think that they're beyond the social fabric, right? Like occasionally I'll buy them lunch or something like that. But like when I go back to Toronto, because Toronto has a really bad homeless population, like it's like somebody asks me for money, I refuse to give it to them. I will never give money to a homeless person. Now, if that homeless person looks like they're like in need, I'll be like, hey dude, you know, like, just stay right here and I'll go get you some food. Like, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Right. But like, I've had people in Toronto as well. And this is probably the minority, but I've had people in Toronto as well, like look at me and just be like, no, I don't want your fucking food. I want money. I'm just like, okay, dude, this is why you're homeless. Right. Like, and I'm not trying to be mean, but like, it's like somebody like, I get it. If you're addicted to drugs and you're homeless and that's the way you choose to live your life, that's cool. But I'm not going to provide you with that habit, right? Like I work so that I can do the drugs I want to do, really. Like tobacco, alcohol included, right? All of these other things, right? Like that's why I work, so that I can embellish myself with those insane things that are going to kill me faster. But like if you choose to live your life that way, that's cool. But like, don't get pissy at someone because they're giving you food instead of money, right? And again, this has only happened once or twice. The majority of people are like, "Oh, thank you, an apple, that's great," right? Or something, right? Like,
dude, get an apple. If you give them an apple, they're really gonna be like, "Hey, man, screw you, guy." I always just err on the side of caution, and I'm like, "Look, dude, I brought you a crack rock. Save you a trip across town. I know this is what you. Honestly, I feel like you'd make a guy's day a lot more. Like the look on their face would be a lot more like, wow, for me? Like you gave them a great present at Christmas? Like it would be way better experience for everybody if you just went out of the way and went ahead and gave them that, you know?
Right.
No. Doing comedy, man, you're like always standing outside of a shitty bar somewhere. And so there's always like, I mean, just interactions with homeless people is just 5 times a day sometimes if you happen to be out there, you know, smoking cigarettes or whatever, just hanging out, talking shit. And yeah, after a little while, I mean, you can't kind of feed the pigeons kind of thing, but it's also, there's a fine line of like treating somebody like Dookie, but then it gets to a certain point where it's like the same dude every day coming up, and then you're like, all right, man, like every week you're like, are you again, dude? Like, come on, man. I told you I'm a broke comic. I gave you my spiel, man. Like, dude, come on. It made me feel like shit. I can't help.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, I agree with that too. Like, I feel really bad for people who, like, you know, might be missing a limb or something like that, and who are sitting on the side of the road, right? Because they went through that experience for war, right? But when the same, like, because there was this guy in Osaka that did that with me too. Like every year, every day, like he would come up to me like every single day on my way to work, and he'd just be like, "Hey, like, can I have some money?" And after about a week, I'm just like, "No, I'm sorry, but like, you don't ask any of these other Japanese people. The only reason you asked me is because I was nice enough to give you money one day." Yeah. Right, like, and I don't want to do this every single day. Like,
dude, it's like you're being staked by a homeless guy.
Right.
He's like, oh, I'm staked. I got Jimmy staked. I got a couple other guys staked here, and every time they come by, they give me $10. But add that up every week. He's like, looks like I'm making.
And again, like again, here's the thing. Like, I think that we do have a social responsibility to do this, right? But like, I don't think it falls on like the one or two nice people out there in the world only. I think as a society, we need to fix our shit, right? Like, especially in America, look at the amount of food that we throw out every year in supermarkets or in restaurants, right? That goes into the dumpster that could like go to fund a food kitchen, right? Like, why don't we do that? Oh, because big corporations and big businesses say that we can't like sell that food, so we have to destroy it. We have to throw it in the dumpster, and it's and then we have to and then we have to chase the homeless people away because they're not allowed to eat it, and they die because they're starving to death. Like, this is a mass problem in society, right? So I'm not trying to like come across as being inconsiderate, but what I am saying is like, it's so much for Minecraft anyway, because we're here. Like,
this is going to happen anyways, Jimmy. Right. We'll do a little Minecraft announcement because we do have to talk to them about our little plot now that we're going to be doing the Maple Glazed Jerky plot. But we'll get there in a minute, anyways. Continue.
Yeah, but like I just think that everyone should pay attention to this, right? And anyone could be homeless, right? Like there is a really good scenario that happened in Japan that like I really respect, right? Like, Japanese people, as all people do, have their faults. But when the tsunami came in to Japan a few years back and wiped out whole villages and towns up on the coast and caused that nuclear meltdown reactor thing, what you saw was amazing. What you saw were people who had no homes, had no food, lined up outside of shops, outside of stores, waiting so that they could go in and they could buy like a little bit of food and a couple bottles of water. It wasn't this hoarding thing that happened in like New Orleans or even in Hawaii when I was there, right? Like, the minute that the tsunami rolled into Japan, like the stores at the Walmart and the Costco in Hawaii were empty because everyone was worried about that tsunami hitting Hawaii, right? And it's like, this is like a day later, right? Like, and so it was amazing for me to see what was happening in Japan, because he had these old people who could barely walk, kind of walking out of the store with their 2 bottles of water, and seeing, some woman with 2 kids or some, other person, and basically handing them that water and then going back to the back of the line and lining up again, right? And you had like people coming out like and helping, dig out other people's houses or putting other people up, right? Like, there is scenarios where people will become homeless because their government fucked up or the economy is messed up, right? But I think that's drastically different from like, a lot of what we see in North America. And I will even go one
people like that. There's
right?
People like that to get back on their feet when you're like just mentally ill or just hooked on, PCP, and you're like, what are you gonna do, man? You get hooked on PCP. There's a couple of routes that's gonna go. You can only hold that life together for so long, and then once it goes off the rails, you're already so addicted to whatever that thing is that it's too late anyways. You've already chosen that over everything else,
Well, and Hawaii's got like one of the largest meth problems like in the world, right? Like, people don't know this, but like, yeah, there's some really serious problems.
So chill, right? And everything's about going slow, man.
Right.
And they're all jacked up on meth.
Yeah, not all of them, obviously,
but the white population, is it the Howleys, man? Is it the Howleys?
Like that, there's like, I don't know if you can racially profile it, but like it's pretty bad, right? Like there's some really messed up
just where
people who are into it, right? And then like you got a city like Vancouver, right? This is like really beautiful, or Victoria, which is really beautiful, that basically provide a place for people to go and do their drugs, to go and do their heroin. And they don't provide it for them, but they're like, hey, you guys can come and do it here. And if you overdose, we'll rush you to the hospital or we'll take care of you, right? So like, it's weird when I see that balance as well, because it's like, that's next to a food kitchen. And then you have all the people, there that are saying like, okay, like now our park is full of, people who are doing heroin, and we don't want our kids to be a part of it. And you have, the socialists saying, well, we're cleaning up the needles so it's safe. I mean, kind of, where do you draw the line, right? Like, it might be safe because there's no needles, but you still have kids that are running around that are seeing it, right? Like, I'm honestly not sure which side I stand on. I'm kind of straddling in the middle, jumping back and forth. But
no, I mean, dude, you should be. You know what I mean? When it's something this nuanced, it's like, if you're just like, well, I know for sure that's the way it goes, and you're kind of like an idiot. You know what I mean? It's like, it's way safer to be like, look, there's a lot of different, gray areas here that we got to kind of parse apart. But I will say, like, the whole food thing, man, is really interesting because I think that's more of a litigious America is. Because it's not about, like, a corporation just doesn't want to give food to homeless people. It's not just that inherently evil. It's more twisted and insidious in that it's like they just don't want to get sued. If somebody gets sick eating something that is expired or, goes past whatever specific date, then they can technically get sued for that. And so they have, just in order to protect themselves, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying just in order to protect themselves, that's the reason why a place like Panera Bread, you go there and they throw away all the bagels overnight because if there's mold on it and somebody eats it, then they can get a lawsuit going. And it's because every time anybody breaks a leg, anything happens in America, somebody's suing somebody over it. And because it's a sue culture here, people have protected themselves in so many ways that it like almost desensitizes themselves to, I don't know, any type of real reality or real experience. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's pretend for a minute that I believe you. So let's just do that, right? But even in that case, like homeless people can write, right? When they go into a food kitchen, make them sign a piece of paper that says we will not sue this institution or this place because we got sick, right? And like, I guess that's kind of lame because then they could just serve whatever the hell they wanted and not be. But you know what I mean? Like that just seems like a lame excuse to me, right? Like
no, it is a lame excuse, but oftentimes what you get whenever you ask why these things are the way they are, it's a lame excuse because it's just kind of lame. Like it is lame. Like the way that they did this shit and set up is lame. It is lame that like if if I went to my friend's house or if my friend came over to my house and he broke his arm jumping on my trampoline, his parents could sue my parents for everything they own. And that happens all the time. I had to sign when I was a kid multiple contracts as like a 9-year-old kid that was like, I can jump on your trampoline and I won't sue you if I break my leg or some shit. Because I guess somebody had heard a story, like somebody got sued the shit out of him for a trampoline break at one point, and then everybody else.
Hey, Johnny, did Bird Brains over there sign that contract? We don't need his mom and dad up in our business over here suing us for this trampoline. He either signs a contract or he buys his own over there. That's how this works, Johnny.
I had to sit down with a lawyer with Jimmy's parents just to get in the in-ground pool, dude. It was bullshit. I was like, man, I didn't know I had to hire a guy for this, but yeah, I had to use a public attorney.
I like it. I mean, you could be right on that too. And like,
it's definitely got something to do. It's like I said, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to be overtly socialist in this way, and so like maybe you're right. I'm not American, so I don't live with the fear of having everything taken away from me because somebody walked into me when I was looking at my phone.
It's wild.
But
it's wild.
Yeah, but like the other one too that like drives me mad is like Osaka, for example, isn't so bad because it's not that cold. But like there's like a 40% inoccupancy rate here of apartments that people aren't living in, and the government is funding new developments so that people can buy new and improved houses, and we have people living on the street.
Yeah. Right?
Like why it's the same in America, in all of these cities across America, right? Like, and I mean, yeah, they have the projects that they kind of throw people in and forget about them. But
you get this weird dynamic though. It's like, well, the people who live in nice places, oftentimes, not saying it's right, but oftentimes don't want a bunch of homeless people to move in next door. Because usually these homeless people are on drugs potentially or whatever it is, whatever reason that they were homeless to begin with. They're like, oh, we don't want that moving in next door to us. And then if you move all of those people into the same place like a project, it just kind of like it bubbles that in almost and like kind of like closes them in on one area. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really help them either. I don't think it's just like, oh, we threw everybody in the project. And it's like, well, the projects are just fucking crazy, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard stories from the projects. I'm sure Bang Out's got some tracks with some people talking about that on there. There you go, a little plug for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I don't
know a lot of cases.
Right? Yeah, and I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer for that, right? Like I mean, and that's kind of again on us as a society. Because you're right. Like I have kids. I don't want my kids to be running around and be exposed to like potential like drugs when they're 4 years old. Or drug addicts, right? Like,
bro, there's a guy. I'm telling you, I was walking to the gas station last week, or this is last month, and I'm like seeing this dude in the parking lot, and I just walk, to Panera Bread or the gas station pretty much every day, just to get a little walk in. And I just see this guy in like the end of my apartment complex at the end of the parking lot, and he's like doing like some weird stuff, right? It's like this tall guy, this tall bald white dude, and he's just like acting kind of weird. And I'm like, is he dancing or something? I'm like, I don't hear any music. I'm like, what's going on? Maybe he's got some headphones in and he's just feeling it, is what I was thinking. I was like, this guy's having a good time. And then he sits down on the other side of this car, and I can just kind of see underneath the car. I'm like, what the hell? And he's just, what I see is just a dude rolling around kind of. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? And then I get up closer and I get past the car, and I'm like, oh God. I keep my head straight. And this dude is literally, he looked like one of those things in the, like a used car lot. Like where it's just flopping around and stuff, man. And he was like leaning backwards, and like he was just having a full on, like he was on, like, he needed some milk basically. He was on Flocka or something, some real crazy drug, right? Something that I don't know. And I was just like, holy shit. And like, yeah, dude, would you really want your kid to be outside when that guy's there? Because I'll tell you what, when I was walking past him, I felt super uncomfortable. Like, this dude's completely unpredictable right now. He could try to eat my face or something, bath style. He was acting he looked like he was possessed by a ghost. Like someone was exorcising him actively as I was walking past.
Yeah,
like,
this
I
might
was made of holy water. All the water in my body was holy. I looked so much like Jesus, he couldn't handle it, and it was actively exercising a demon inside of him.
Yeah, and maybe this is where, like, just to wrap it up though, but maybe this is where, like, BC has a point, right? Because they do recognize that they have a problem with this in society, and they're like, okay, we're not going to create a project for you to live in, but when you're going to do that stuff, why don't you come here and you can do it, and we can make sure that everyone's kind of safe, right? So, like, maybe you're right. Maybe like just throwing them all in the projects like we've been doing and locking, like, throwing away the key does create this, downward spiral of negativity across the board. I don't know how to fix it. I mean,
we can't fix homelessness, Jimmy, me and you.
No, maybe we can start with inside the Uplift world, because there are some people in there that are just like nomads wandering around. They don't have their own lands. They haven't been whitelisted. They got their whitelisting taken away. They're just, wandering around. I probably shouldn't be making this joke. It's not the right time for it.
Dude, the answer to the homelessness problem, I've solved this before over joining the couch, is furry costumes for the homeless.
Why?
Maybe because if they were a little bit fuzzier, it'd be easier for us to care. Because if you think about it, if you walk past a homeless dog on the side of the road, you go, "Aw." And if you walk past a homeless guy on the side of the road, you go, "Oh shit! I hope he doesn't ask me for a cigarette." Yep, here he comes. And if you see a homeless guy and a dog on the side of the road, you're like, "How can I give this dog $20 without this homeless guy seeing?" Right?
I mean, you're kind of not wrong, and that's kind of sad.
No. It's so bad, man. Like my mom, even like every movie, animal dies, she's freaking out. Human dies, nobody cares. It's like it was just a messed up thought I had one day.
No, I mean, and this is the thing. I'm gonna say it again. You're not wrong, and there's something that's really sad about that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's probably a really small percent of the population that even cares. But even that small percent of the population that cares, I'm sure there's a ton of people out there that are concerned about animals. You should be concerned about different species. You should be concerned about the bees dying. You should be concerned about the whaling that's happening, and endangered species that are being killed, for food and things like this, and all of these other countries that are committing these atrocities. You should be. However, when was the last time you gave a homeless guy an apple? Like, are you worried if that guy in your backyard dies? Are you as worried that guy in your backyard dying as the whale across the sea because those freaking Japanese fishermen keep, killing them? Yeah. Right? Like, and so I just think that people, like, I actually kind of believe that the whales at this point are a little bit more important because there's way less of them than people, in a messed up kind of way, right? Like the bees, if they all die, like, we're kind of screwed. And, at least the bees, they haven't stopped being bees. They're still flying around looking for honey, getting their flowers. Like, we've kind of stopped being people. We're just like, hey, government, give me money because, we don't want to work anymore. We've kind of got to this point, and companies are like, hey, give us work because we don't need creativity anymore. We just want to stay in this stagnant system whereby, you come to work like 40 hours a week, we pay you, and that's it. That's life, and it's good for us, and it's okay for you, right?
We're becoming bees, Jimmy.
Right, we are becoming bees, but like the queen.
Think about it. We're just becoming an efficient species. We're becoming, if you think about it, really, as an alien looking down in an ant farm of the world, we're just becoming extremely efficient at what we do. We create cities. We have efficient systems and bureaucracies that keep everybody in place. Nobody feels like they don't have an identity, or like nobody feels like they don't have a place. Everything is locked in. You know exactly what you're supposed to do, just like an ant farm or a bee. It's like almost like bees have been around longer than us, and so they're better at being bees than humans are at being humans. And maybe the real end game for humans is just to be farmers, farming for the queen, right? What about that, dude? Just blow your mind, dude?
Yeah, I mean, kinda, but I kind of.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, as long as like the queen just lets me eat all the honey I want, then I'm kind of okay with that. But I don't want that. I don't want the queen to be like, oh no, you can only eat honey at these times. Right.
The queen's probably going to be pretty stingy about the honey. If things go the way that they usually go, I'm just going to guess that the queen's not going to be too cool about it in general. So so what's new with let's do some news shit. Well, first off, let's talk about Travis. He's his back is out right now. I think he's going to be able to make it to the Neon Space show tomorrow. Shouts out Nasty Hooks performing Neon Space Twitch. Go check it out tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. We'll be doing our live show there. Ooh, excuse me. Commentating some of their marble races. And just getting generally wild and having a good time.
The Neon Space, like they're like some of my favorite people in the space.
Hell yeah. I've know one dude from there, just kind of vaguely just chatted him up a little bit. Polish dog. He's cool, but yeah, I haven't met any of the guys yet. Looking forward to meeting some folks over there and stuff. But yes, Travis like last year had an accident. Literally, he got in a car accident, got rear-ended, and then beyond that. Or I guess in the post of that, at some point he was smoking and coughed and coughed so hard, I guess it bulged a disc in his back.
Ouch.
And so he had to get like a disc fuse and stuff. He had to go through some real stuff, and it's just been lingering kind of issues ever since. And we had a real wild, crazy show Tuesday, and I was flogging him with different various items and making him get positions. I made him one time see if he could fit inside of a small box. That didn't work too well. So yeah, he's out of commission. He honestly just couldn't sit in the computer chair for the show. So that's where Travi is. He'll be back next week, everybody, if you were curious. Figured we'd square that off though.
Nice. Well, I mean, not nice, but good. I'm glad he's coming back next week.
No, dude, I'm glad he's not here, bro.
Right? Like, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have had this talk with Travis here because
Travis would be like, man, I used to be home. I'm gonna be homeless before y'all. I bet. Watch. Just like, okay. No.
Right.
What's new with the Uplift, dude? You guys got any sweet news for us, man? I always like to come to Jimmy for the hot takes, dude.
Yeah, like, so shit's been going kind of nuts. I mean, I'm just trying to answer this question for the person in the comments, and it asking me how much is the Java edition, and I pulled it up, and it says like 300 million, whatever this symbol is, which I'm guessing is some weird Asian currency.
Oh yeah, I believe.
I think it's like $24 or something, $28 or something like that US.
I think it's like 20. It's close to $30. You're looking at a $30 purchase there. Matt, if you get in, you can come hang out on the Maple Glazed Jerky plot and also the Nasty Hooks plot.
Yeah, we can whitelist people up to a few people, and they can come and help us build. Obviously, if you build giant penises, we're gonna kick you out. If you build giant penises that look,
tear it down.
If you build giant penises that look like trees, then we might not notice that it's a giant penis. I mean, I don't know where the line is, because like the Washington Monument, that's kind of seems like it's over the line to me, but apparently it's okay.
Whoa, dude, how dare you? That is the firm, erect presence of America just jutting out for everyone to see when you come over here, man. Okay? You respect that shit, dude, all right? Watch out.
I mean, I'm very respectable to the people in California and Hawaii and the other states that I like. And I mean, even Texas, I like, which is strange. Like, but there's something about the Texans that just, stole my heart.
I'm not a fan, dude. I had a personally bad experience in Texas on the way back from Colorado. If you know what I'm saying, things got a little hairy, scary for a second.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fine. No, yeah, don't do it. It's not a good drive-through state. I'll say that. Their speed limit signs are all weird, dude. They go like down by 5 miles an hour every like quarter mile, so it like eases you down. It's like, normally you see a speed limit sign, you're like, okay, 40. Now I switch speed limits, and then it's just going to be like this for at least like a mile. It wouldn't just
Maybe.
go down another 5, and then another 5, and then actually another 5 after that. 4 5s? So you're going to jump me down from 40 to like 20? It's crazy.
It's almost like they're worried about people running out of gas.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't be.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't be. But,
Saddle Dome from Calgary. Dude, yes, please, do that. That's okay, done. I'll whitelist you. Like, that's okay, done. Like, you can, like, that. Do you know the Saddle Dome?
No, what is the Saddle Dome?
Okay, the Saddle Dome is the dome, right? Like, it's a big sports arena, and it looks like a giant saddle. And
this is a hockey arena. Ah, I see. Yes.
It's great. I would love to see the Saddle Dome there. Calgary is actually one of I don't know about this anymore because it's been a long time since I've been there, like at least a couple of decades. But last time I was in Calgary, I was there in the summer. And I went to see the Calgary Stampede and meet some friends and do some other things. And I fell in love with Calgary. I'm not much of a fan of the winter, but here's the beautiful thing about Calgary. When I was there anyway, I actually saw people in Calgary picking up garbage on the street. Right? In most cities that you go to, people are throwing garbage on the street. Yeah. These people were picking it up and then throwing it in the garbage, and there wasn't that much garbage to begin with, right? Like
were you like throwing something down and just kind of waiting and seeing, like,
right? Yeah, I got my ass kicked really fast because, hey, why does that guy keep throwing? But like seriously, like I don't know if it's still that way. Like I hope that it is, but like it was just like one of my all time favorite experiences to see that, right? Like the end, like that Nemo movie at the end where they escape the fish tank and they're jumping around, like the fish are jumping around before they get back into the water, and all the pigeons are going mine. Like I feel like that's what environmental Calgarians do when they see garbage on the street. They're like, no, I want to keep the city clean, and it's just beautiful. I like right, like the beautiful parks, really clean, like really nice people. Like if it wasn't for winter, and because I really hate the winter, or global warming becomes a thing.
You should be accustomed to it. You should be bragging about wearing shorts in the snow and stuff.
Right, exactly, right? Like what happens when global warming goes away and Ontario becomes the new Florida? Because that might actually happen. Right?
Oh, you think
Florida becomes the new Alaska, because that's possible too, right?
Yeah, I mean, God forbid, dude. If Florida got any worse, that'd be real crazy. We
bad
there fast.
We had massive ice storms in freaking Texas last year. How nuts is that?
No, yeah, that's why. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, man. And if the apocalypse starts here in America, it's starting in Florida at least 12 hours before everybody else, they're way more ready to initiate apocalypse mode and just go wild there, 100%. Everything we're founded in a pig years. Well, founded in a pig years.
I know. I'm kind of perplexed by this. I'm not really sure what this means. There's a few.
Were founded in a pig. Let me read this in. Calgary and Edmonton were founded in a pig years. Well, Alberta's a snake province in Chinese astrology, but enemy signs. I don't know what that means. That literally was like a drunk guy. He's just had 20 Molsons and he stumbled out of a bar somewhere in Calgary. Yeah. And he's like, founded in a pig years, I tell you.
I mean, we love you, Matthew, but you kind of deserve that. Like, I was thinking you were going, like, I was thinking you were headed, like, in the economic thing, like, because there's good pig years, there's bad pig years. And I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense, right? Like, they were founded pig years when the prices of pigs were high, and I kind of got that. Why am I frozen?
I don't know. You're good. I don't think, wait, are you?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's do a catch up now. It's literally fast forwarding you. That's my favorite thing when it happens.
But but then you got into snakes, and I was like, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, fair enough. Apparently, JP Morgan.
It was a crazy person's statement. No. I was just gonna say, Matt. I'm pretty sure it's Nasty Matt from Nasty Hooks here. He's one of us. So this is explainable behavior in that regard. I'll just say. He's a nasty fella. So, yes, sir. JP Morgan said millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. This is some real deep stuff here, man. This is some lizard man talk, dude. I don't know what's going on, man. If this guy's got some hidden secrets of the world or something, but this is some real eye on top of the pyramid shit this guy's talking about right now, and it's freaking me out, Matt.
Right? I mean, speaking of eye on top of the pyramid, let's go do some building. I mean,
we should probably get in there a little bit, huh?
We're 45 minutes. I had fun, though. We should do this more often.
No, that's how it starts, I think. You just got to get it in. You got to get the lead out, bro. You know? So, yeah,
I mean,
guys,
it's...
go ahead.
Sorry.
No. StreamYard. That's that South Carolina to Japan connection.
Right.
I'm sure Japan doesn't have any express lines to South Carolina. I'm sure that's not a thing. So we're getting whatever they got left there, whatever they're willing to give us. They're in no rush to connect to the south of the U.S. I'm sure.
Man, I gotta show you something.
It's not coming up. So yeah, guys, when the other day when that drop happened, when you guys were doing the UpLoft sale, we were just kind of trolling the secondary market and seeing what people were selling stuff for. Somebody happened to put something up on a gratitude land plot, a 250 by 250, and so we were like, what? And we triple checked to make sure we weren't crazy, and then pulled the trigger on that. And so now the Nasty Hooks has an even bigger, nicer plot just northeast or northwest of where we were before. And the plot that we had before that we're sharing with Deadhead is now going to be designated the Maple Glazed Jerky Chronicles plot. So we will be doing, all of our building there, and then hopefully getting you guys to come on. Maybe an episode we'll invite somebody in and they can just come and actually hang out and build with us the entire time. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I gotta go backwards. Okay, let's do it this way. So 1, 2,
okay,
3. There's a line of three of our plots with our shared plot at the bottom now, your central plot in the middle, and then another one that I'm like partially, managing north of that, which is really sweet. And we've also got Michael USA in there for, protection from the southwest flank.
He's there to protect us from all of the people in the southwest. So it's pretty sweet. I'm really stoked about it. And yeah, we'll be having people come over. We'll be having people from our community building their own little houses there. It's gonna be like a big Nasty Hooks village. And I'm thinking, man, tell me what you think about this. I think you're gonna love this idea, Jimmy. Is something I want to do on the Nasty Hooks plot. And if anybody steals this right now, I swear it's chronicled in the Glazed Jerky Chronicles. So if y'all take this idea, no, we're gonna do Blocking Man. And so, like, in the middle of the plot, we'll have, like, an event where we basically have everybody build a giant statue, and then we'll just blow it up with TNT at the end. We'll do a concert. All the fans that are listening and having fun will build the Blocking Man, and then at the end, we will blow it up with TNT.
From personal experience, you should call it Blocking Ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes.
And give it some hooters? Or what are we talking here?
You don't have to give it cooters. I mean, if you want to give it some
cooters, not cooters, dude.
If you want to give it,
dude, cooters.
I did say hooters, but if you want to give it some hooters, it's okay. But there was an event when the Uplift World first opened its doors called the Burning Man. That we auctioned off the rights to burn that statue to the ground, and there's a song that goes along with it that was written by Corey and Blue. Light it up, burn it down. Gratitude rising up from the ground, right?
Scratch it, dude.
And it's still on fire.
Did Blocking Man?
No, we did Burning Man because we didn't want to get in trouble.
This is Blocking Man, not Burning Man, y'all. This is a little bit different.
You're not hearing me. We did Burning Man because we didn't want to get in trouble. Apparently hippies believe they have IP rights too. Yes.
That's the least hippie thing ever.
Right? Exactly.
Well, actually, guys, hang on. Let me put my LSD down for a second.
Yeah.
Let me put my balloon full of not helium down for a second, and we'll discuss.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think you should do it. I think you should do it, and I want to create something from our team that can be done there as well, because I think that's cool. It was a really cool event. It was my first introduction into the Uplift, and I ended up standing on a mountain in my non-maple glazed jerky avatar, which was basically the vanilla one, jumping up and down, realizing that I may or may not be in the middle of a cult.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, the epiphany moment where you look around, you're like, oh shit.
No, but I'm all about cults these days. So just only good ones. I only like the good ones, not the bad ones. Like
That's what
I
everybody in the
recently,
cult says, Jimmy.
Right. I was recently inducted into Eden on Eos, and like I kind of feel like that cult's on the positive side of things, right? Like, I mean, I'm this close away from like I think being part of a Maple Glazed Jerky Chronicle cult, and I'm pretty sure that's positive. I mean, I'm pretty like
you're leading a cult in that case. That's fun. Leading cult. I mean, everybody should try that at least once.
All right, I'm gonna go in game and see if I can figure out where you guys are, because I don't even know where I am.
I'm currently on the other plat. I'm actually going to show you my little. I built a nice mushroom home that I will be living in on the Nasty Hooks plat. I will be living in the bulb of a mushroom.
You're gonna be living in the bulb of a mushroom?
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean.
Share screen. Let's see. Window.
So annoying.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, there it is. It's nighttime now. Scared.
Let me see.
I'm scared.
Oh, sorry, I didn't put it up yet. There we go. You're living in the bulb of a mushroom.
Yeah, if you can see my share screen there.
Does one side make you bigger and one side make you small?
No. I wish.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
You actually need one. You can need one side that makes you feel both at the same time.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let the pharmaceutical companies in there. They're like, no, you don't get to feel big or small. We're gonna just confuse the hell out of you and see.
What in the hell, dude? Look at this. Look at this.
You put some vines up there. I like it.
It was a vine ladder, right? But look, now I can't climb up.
Why?
Because I had to break something to get it. Actually, I didn't know you could walk through vine. I'm dumb. Y'all ignore me. Don't look. Just forget that happened.
I didn't know you could climb. I didn't know you could climb up vines.
Oh yeah, super cool. Yep. Just
you.
A little,
okay, wait a minute. Did you like this? You just hollowed out this mushroom?
Oh no, dude! I had to plant like a bunch of mushrooms in the ground and hit them with bone meal, and then mine them with a silk touch axe. That way I could get the actual blocks of mushroom themselves to kind of rebuild a giant mushroom out of the parts of several.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, that's a really big mushroom that you were able to create.
Yeah, where did you just find that, bro? No.
Like,
this took me like all day.
Wow, and like, yeah, like that's perfect actually. So this is on the new Nasty Hooks home base.
Yes, we are in. It's pretty cool out here. It's a nice little like redwood forest area, and then we have all this little mountain range over here that we're going to be kind of putting the Nasty Hooks into that there, just kind of written on that. But other than that, I mean, we're going to try and make it like just like a cool ass place where anybody from our community can come build something weird. And we just want to let everybody's weird creativity kind of spread, because Nasty Hooks has the strangest yet most awesome fans.
Did you find any builds on the plot yet?
What do you mean?
Were there any builds there when you got there?
Oh, no. It was pristine, man. Untouched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There might be something hidden somewhere.
Dude, I'm going to go look around. Just bust into a trove. And you're like, what? Oh, yeah. All right. King Snorky. Shouts out King Snorky. A badasseter and fellow Nasty Hooks Nasty member. He set up this little nice walkway here. So, yeah, we're going to keep it kind of naturey and chill vibe.
I like it. Yeah, it's cool.
Here yet. This is fun.
I mean, and the fact that like you, the fact that you just made what are we gonna make next? Because like we've got the big tree house to the forest, to the top of the server.
We gotta go something wild. We were thinking that cube maze, and that's gonna be extremely difficult. Are you smart enough to make a cube maze, Jimmy? Because I don't know if I am. I'm willing to try.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can make a 2D maze, but I'm
right. 3D, I mean, I think we can. I think we can build something.
Make it confusing.
All right.
I'm gonna. I don't know if I should run right now. I feel like I'm gonna. Well, whatever. If I get killed, I won't be too far. It's nighttime. It's spooky, scary out here.
I'm trying to get in the game, but apparently I need a password for some reason. I don't know.
Yo, I had to like re-authenticate my account whenever I logged in here. I wonder if there was an update of some sort, you know?
I know that Mojang and Microsoft are doing stuff. So. Okay.
Definitely doing something. Oh no! Oh god, no! Oh god, get me off of that! Ah, evil berries.
Evil berries. Really? I'm a big fan of evil berries, actually.
You like the evil berries, dude? No, they almost got me.
Oh yeah, why not?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We picked a really good day to go on a rant at the beginning of the show because I can't even get in. So
yeah. You should have been doing that the whole time. I was just saying absurd things.
Right.
You were making legitimate points. Tomorrow, Biffy Siegel drop, guys. Biffy Siegel self-defense classes. If you want to look at Travis dressed up as a Steven Seagal-esque type character, teach you about washed-up action hero moves. He's going to teach you different self-defense moves. 2 are out already. Side fist block. What the hell was the other one? I can't remember right now because I'm dumb. But tomorrow, Yucatan uppercut. Okay, you're going to utilize the art of distraction to distract your enemies and hit them when they least expect it. So check out Yucatan uppercut. And I think Travis is doing a thing. If we sell out if we sell out all of them, he's going to be doing some giveaways. I think a Tortuga token from Green Rabbit, some nasty tokens, and a Nasty X battle card. So check that out tomorrow. Plugs, random plugs, plug a kitty plug.
Nice. I like it. Hey, here's a good question for you because like I like to ask people like yourself who are strong in mind and spirit because I don't like to break people with my difficult questions. So it's imperative that you're strong of body.
I'm buttered. I'm successfully buttered up.
Yeah, strong of mind and body and spirit. Now, here's my question: Can a true ninja see himself in the mirror? Or herself, obviously. But yeah.
Oh yeah, because a ninja would want to be just as aware of other ninjas as they would. They want to be just as aware of others that are being unseen.
I don't know about
being
that.
unseen themselves. So they would actually want to have just as an acute sense of knowing if they were there or not. Because if they were too good to be unseen by themselves, that would be a weakness.
Did you notice that like now we have 0 live view counts because people are just like, oh God, Jimmy, where are you going with this?
Oh, dude, hey man, get him out of here, dude. If that's the way it's gonna be, then get him out.
No, this is mad
that's
anyway.
No,
I
thought that was a legitimate answer.
It was, but I disagree. I think that it's like the sound of one hand clapping. It's the Zen parable. Like if you're a true ninja, you'll never be able to see yourself because like your ninja skills are honed to the point whereby you'll never actually be able to like you're right like you're.
I love how you're like really trying to formulate a legitimate opinion about this right now. You're like, hang on.
No, like I kind of feel like you need to be like that. Yeah, you need to be. If you're a true ninja, your skills of secrecy should far outweigh your skills of view and perception. That's what I feel.
Oh, but dude, then you're gonna get ninja'd by another ninja, dude.
Right, but if you can't see yourself, if you can't see yourself in the mirror, then no other ninja is ever gonna ninja you.
That's true, dude. Damn it. How does a ninja kill themselves?
Right.
It's impossible.
Right, I like it. Okay, I think I might be in there.
That's why ninjas can't do seppuku. No,
I don't think. Yeah, right. Like
I just dodge it every time.
Well, no, but they really don't do seppuku.
I know they don't. That's only samurai. But I'm saying that's why only samurai do it and not ninjas because ninjas will just dodge the sword every time. They can't help it. It's too.
I know. I know you're trying to make a joke there. I take my.
Bro. I know you're trying to make a joke there, but ninjas is kind of my thing. So.
Yeah. No. I know, but like I mean, I take my samurai knowledge very seriously.
I don't. So feel free to correct me on anything. I got most of my samurai knowledge from Dynasty Warriors 4. Shouts out to Dynasty Warriors 4, Lubu.
What's I have no idea who that is. I have no idea
that's
who
not a
that
real
is.
guy, right? That's just a video game character, I think.
Maybe, yeah. What shader are you using, by the way? This looks slick.
This
Or
I
packed.
wish I
like what?
remembered.
It was really
like
good.
3 letters, B something. It was 3 letters. I forget what it is. It was kind of a lighter one because I don't have the best rig. I'm on an old GTX 970, so this is like the best that I can kind of pump out. But yeah, this is Mando for me. Got to have this.
This is great. You got like a little. You're right on the rail here, which is nice.
Yeah, look at the glass.
Yeah, that was
nice
a nice little new addition. Let's do that. Plug in a mouse.
I love those just treetops on the glass.
Right? I like it.
Yeah, it's very what do you call it? Green, urban green type thing where they put like gardens on tops of buildings and stuff and trees. Carrabba's has been doing that for a long time. Carrabba's, shouts out everybody, the Italian restaurant. Trees on the ceiling.
Trees
since 1995.
Right. One of my favorite things is like regreening the desert. I think that's always fun.
Dude, I am terribly lost.
I can come back to like things that might, intrigue you better.
No, I'm talking. I am literally. Don't underestimate my levels of stupidity, dude. I'm very lost in the game right now. I don't know how I got out here. I'm bringing up the map right now to find myself.
I'm not even sure if I'm in the right world.
You're not in gratitude, dude?
No. I'm still like trying to get into the game. Okay, so yeah, what's going on? What's new? Lots of stuff is new. We've got something really cool coming out from Yoshi Drops really soon, so people will be able to understand what's going on there better. The Upliftium is about to be crystallized, which is pretty cool. That's gonna happen. You can come and meet Corey.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm gonna hang on, Jimmy. I gotta pee. I'm switching to my wireless headset. I'll still be here, but I won't make.
Okay, sure. We're going. There's a form that you can fill out that you'll be able to come and meet Corey, and you can meet him at Uplifter Tower, and we can basically take 1 million Upliftium and burn it, crystallize it into an NFT. And you'll be able to, use that NFT. There's only 1 million denominations, which is pretty cool. Pretty excited about that update. Yeah, the first
still here
chicken egg Easter hunt. And Blues, the first chicken. The first Easter egg, not chicken egg. The first Easter egg hunt with the
chicken egg Easter hunt.
It's just, I got a little bit confused. I was focused on your whereabouts, not your. Anyway, the first Easter egg hunt for the mythic cards in the Uplift that came to a close not so long ago. So congratulations to all those people who solved it and were able to successfully properly type their names. You should be getting something very soon for your participation in that. The second one will be coming up soon as well. I think we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them in total, I believe, is the plan. One for each of those mythic cards, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and I think that like mostly that's what's going on the Uplift Yoshi side of things. There's going to be a new. We're going to do a new event probably the end of the month, which I'm pretty excited about, in tandem with Jenner Eos. To try to plant some more trees. I was on the line yesterday with somebody for a round table. They're doing some really cool stuff, corporate comics. one of the things that they're doing is they're actually donating money to save orangutans. And I want to kind of get involved in that as well. Like I want to figure out a way to do some stuff in Uplift or in Yoshi Drops to be able to plant some trees for orangutans. Like, because I mean, that's cool shit. I'm all about that.
Orangutans are dope.
Right? And yeah, I mean, and they're just really cool. I think
they're the most like if you don't like orangutans, it's like a questionable person here. I don't know. Like, well, why not? They don't really do much. They're pretty chill, dude. It's like hating sloths. We talked about that last. Not cool. That's a flaw.
Right? I think, and that should maybe be your go-to. Maybe you need to check yourself there, Bird Brains. Bird Bones. Maybe the next time that somebody shows up in your back 50 with a tent and they just decide that they're going to pitch a tent and be homeless in your back 50, maybe instead of just like shooing them off right away, you should find a picture of one of your favorite animals, a sloth, an orangutan, and you should go out there and you could show them that picture and you should say, hey, right, what do you think about this animal? And if they're like, fucking orangutans, what the fuck are you showing me a picture for orangutan for? Then you chase them away. But if they're like, oh, that orangutan's so cuddly and it's so nice, it's like, stay right here. I'll get you some food. You can stay. I'll be back tomorrow with a picture. I'll be back tomorrow with a picture of another animal, and we'll see how you react to that.
I got a great idea, guys. Here's a brand new idea coming to Uplift soon, guys. We're doing a big charity event. It's called Blocking Mang. And all proceeds will be going to building a house for the homeless guy in my backwoods here. We're going to build a home for this one homeless guy. That will be my charity event. So if you guys want to donate to that, that'll be great. All the Biffy Siegel proceeds go to building that homeless guy a house in my backyard. Totally.
Which homeless guy we don't know. We got to find out whether he likes sloths and orangutans because we might have to.
Sir, hang on. Can you put the syringe down for 1 second and talk to me about sloths and orangutans?
Oh man,
he's going to be like, where are they at? Sloths. Probably freak out, man. I don't want to set him off.
And like seriously, if you know someone who's addicted to drugs and is homeless, get them help. Do it. Like,
yeah, please.
We make jokes about this sometimes, but like it is a serious issue. So like,
no, I make jokes about everything, guys. No sacred cows with bird bones. And always know that I'm playing. I'm ignorant. Yeah. I'm acting ignorant, but of course. I mean,
yeah, we're playing.
If you knew how many cigarettes and conversations I've had with homeless people, I would really like to hear somebody shit on the way I talked about them tonight. That would be very entertaining to me because
right.
I'm sure that they would not stand for 5 or even 10 minutes sometimes and talk to some guy about crazy shit and just let him talk about whatever he wants to say. And it's all, sometimes it doesn't even make sense, but whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always quick to cast the first stone without knowing somebody. I don't like that. You guys better be nice to the bird bones out here, okay? Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to teleport here.
Oh yeah, oh god, dude.
Oh man.
I just did the thing where I tried to play in the window of StreamYard again. I was trying to use that as my game window. Not a good move. Pretend like that didn't happen. And yeah, I will be slowly making my way. I went the wrong direction.
Sorry, I was in the wrong server. I was over in our testing ground, which wouldn't
I was in the wrong
around.
plot. So we're we're good. You're probably still gonna beat me there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go on vacation.
Oh yeah? What you doing?
Next month. Well, I'm kind of gonna go on vacation. I'm just gonna go live somewhere else. Oddly,
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Live someplace else. Are you really the guy in my back woods, dude? Wait a second.
This is kind of what I was laughing about because like one of my about 8 years ago I went on vacation and like I basically lived in my tent for like a month and a half in a forest in New Zealand. So
that's way different, dude. This is
right.
in a small patch of thicket woods in a major city in South Carolina.
Yeah, I've never been to a major city in South Carolina.
I tell you, it's all about context. It's about location. Where you put that tent up, man, it really says a lot. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. But anyway,
Denali National Park and throw it up a tent. I could dig that, man.
Yeah. So I'm going to probably stay in a house because I have a 1.5-year-old, and it's humid, and I can shave.
Guys that like breaks your kid in out in the thickets and stuff, and takes him out in some weird cabin, hunt wolves out there and stuff. I don't know, man. You're not gonna do the whole frontier life.
Well, like I mean, it's going to be a small tropical island, so there's not really wolves in the forest. Like you know, definitely like battling the jellyfish and stuff like that. You know, my missus actually she got in a fight with a jellyfish once, and the jellyfish wrapped its tentacles around her arm, and we had to take her to the doctor. And for about 2.5 years, she had like 3 like slashes on her arm where the jellyfish burned her,
really?
or stung her. Yeah, it looked like somebody had lashed her. Actually, it was really weird, and yeah, it was kind of like, you know,
they terrify me, dude. Jellyfish.
Well, these ones weren't too bad. They were, you know, but like the box jellyfish in Australia and some of the other ones, you know, they're really
box jellyfish. That's a wrap, I think, right? That's a low survival rate on that one. But no, just in general, it's like they're so quiet, and like you'll never know that they're there. They're just like floating through the water, almost like you know, like dandelions flying through the air or something. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, they're just like they're so like almost like innocuous or seemingly harmless, but then yeah, they can just sting you up. You'll see them washed up on the shore all the time here. It's always sad, but I guess they're already dead if they're washed up on the shore. I don't know how that works.
I mean, we eat them here.
Oh, really?
Why can't I get into the server?
I finally made it to the plot, guys. Maple Glazed Jerky plot. Here we are. You can see the tree from a mile away. See, is it tree? Uh-oh, get out of here, little guy. Don't do that. Oh, it's a timer with him, dude. It's a timer. He just goes and messes with my cores or does something else bad. And I'll go play for 5 minutes, and then he's right back over here messing stuff up. Hi, buddy. And he's eating me.
Hey, Marcos. 4 a.m. 12:40 a.m. I see. And for me, it's the morning. Yeah, Marcos is saying he just checked it.
11:40 for me.
Yeah. So, and that for me, it's 12:40. So just afternoon.
Oh yeah, nice. This is actually my prime time hours, anyways. My noon's almost opposite at this point, man. I've been late night grinding here lately.
All right, let's see if we're in yet. All right, good. Finally, it's about time. All right, so I gotta go to gratitude.
Just getting eaten here, dude. You see this?
Your cat?
Yeah, I'm just like mounted and being eaten alive right now. Like this is hilarious. He's just locked onto my arm and feasting on my fingers. That's awesome. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. The old
I wonder.
Beat it.
Oh, I know where I am. Okay.
Let's see. I can find you. Yeah, you're at your plot. Looks like up in your spots.
I know exactly where I am. Yeah, I just gotta.
Oh, you got a little mushroom forest there too, huh? That's fitting. That's perfect. We have this giant flat ground here now, dude. Just do all kinds of weird stuff. Need some glass. I think I got a bunch of glass around here somewhere. I don't know how much we're going to need to make a big cube, though, you know? Oh, goodness. This is it.
All right.
Ag laws in Minecraft.
All right, I'm heading across the Great White Rail now, almost. So I should be there in a minute. I've got to go across the Great White Rail and then across the I should have pre-planned this. I forgot I was way over here.
What is that to the left of you over there? Is that just more swamps, it looks like? Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm just looking at your plot actually, on the map. Looks like you got half swampland there, kind of.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
I gotta come over there and check your plot out, dude.
You gonna do that now?
I just ran over here, bro. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes to get over there again. Okay, and one of us is gonna have to. You're like, I mean, do you want to come over here so I don't have to walk over there right now, dude? Because I don't blame you.
I mean, it's only gonna take you like a minute, I think.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Right?
Was
just
bad.
like
I did.
It's really close.
I just haven't used the rail yet. That was all it was. I haven't actually thrown a cart down.
Super nice walk. Can you see me? Are you following me here?
Where did you go? Where else you go?
I went around the right side of that mountain.
Towards the rail line or away from the rail lines? Oh, I see your name.
Yeah. So come this way. Yeah. So yeah, you haven't been over here yet. This is
dope.
The weird little plot that I made. But you really.
I like the water here. It's cool.
There's like a little man-made, like I didn't make it. It just kind of popped up. Sort of villager hut out there somewhere, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so we're gonna go this way.
It's hitting me, dude. Oh, it's this zombie. Hey, hang on. Let me beat this guy up real quick before he.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
I can't find Jimmy. You're lost. Oh god.
I'm just at the opposite side of that. I'm at the opposite side of that island.
Okay. I'm so scared here, man. I'm so scared. I'm startled.
Where did you go?
I see you now. Oh god, shiny pants. Just follow shiny pants.
Right. Those are pretty good ones. Okay, yeah. So there we go. Now we're getting back to civilization.
Nice. Oh, watch out behind you, creeper. Keep it moving.
Right. I just run.
Yeah, don't disturb the local wildlife.
Oops.
Ah. Created a trap here.
Yeah, I kind of remember creating this, but I forgot that I put it here. I was trying to create like a fishing pond but I totally forgot about that I was doing that. So I was creating
pond?
A fishing pond.
Look over it. What the hell, man?
No, I wanted them to I wanted them to spawn, and then I wanted them to spawn, so I wanted to keep them, so that I could just have fresh fish anytime. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll take you and I'll give you the grand tour. So this is my this is kind of like my little farm op here. Kind of got to go around to get in. And some cool stuff in here.
Farm to table, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, and it's true.
Grass finished sheep.
Like 100%. Yeah. And so that was kind of the first thing that I grew was here. Did you just push me in the hole? Oh,
I don't think that's possible, is it?
You bum.
Oh,
I can't believe you pushed me in the hole. Man. All right. So yeah, we'll go this way.
I would totally do that.
Right. And some wanker stole my stuff, so yeah, that's why that's here.
Some wanker stole your stuff? Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's why there's that. They came and they let all my animals out, and so I just made sure that they could. I don't know. They thought it would be fun. and it was pretty
wait,
late.
how though? If they can't interact with your stuff, was it an inside job, dude?
No. So like they in a way they can interact with my
Oh
stuff.
well, yeah, don't give it away.
Um,
Look, the lanterns are swaying with the trees. This looks awesome.
and
I didn't know
they
lanterns swayed with this thing. Sorry, go ahead.
they just opened the gate.
You can open people's gates.
Yeah, you can open people's gates.
That's good to
So
know. Yeah, shit.
right, but then they like were stealing all my stuff.
No, I'm saying it's good to know. Yeah, exactly. To kind of keep something else there in front of it if you're not around.
Yeah, so yeah, this is my one dude like came and he like had some pumpkins. You need some pumpkins? Pumpkins, some melons.
Anybody pumpkins, melons, anybody?
Yeah, I mean these are fun. You can
Boys
climb
like
over
some
top
melons?
of them. Right? You got some horses back here. You know, some pigs, which is really fun. But yeah, this is kind of the weird like little headquarter that I built. First of all,
You should have like a little separate room that's like right off on the side here, like a little side shed, and then just say, yeah, don't worry about that shed. Never look inside that shed, and then have nothing.
Right?
And just tell people that every time they come over.
So come out here. And yeah, this was the second one that I built. This is the temple of.
This is very Japanese inspired. Dope.
Yeah. So and it's not. I found a blueprint like kind of from one that I kind of adapted because like this one had like that one had like sea lanterns and stuff. Or I couldn't really do it, but
this is dope. Now it's an Enderman. Leave me be.
I just go up the ladder.
No, I'm beating his ass, dude.
Oh, you're up here.
I'm not back down from a fight with an Enderman. I'll fight you to the death. All right, there we go.
I was coming, but I was too late. But you should take that Ender
You have
Pearl.
to walk into the face of fear. I'll throw these vines out. You want some vines? There you go.
Sure. Yeah. So this is the view from the temple.
No, I like this a lot, man. This is very cool.
Yeah, and yeah, you can. I don't know why that's open. That's weird. Yeah, it's basically the EOS Asia EOS Go plot, which is pretty cool.
I dig it, dude. I really like this. This is pretty.
It took a long time, like, and I've never actually built anything with schematics before. So just collecting the resources and then going out.
Did you have to follow a YouTube video or something?
Yeah, kind of. Like the temple that I followed was like way higher than this. So I'm just gonna jump off of here because I like doing that. Oh, and I missed it. All right. But yeah, that was.
You jump over the water.
Jumped over the water. Yeah, too much of a run.
That's hilarious.
Right. And yeah, so that's all I've done really here. I mined a bunch of stuff. Like I've planted a bunch of these trees.
I really like, what is this lattice looking stuff here over top of the.
Oh man, that took forever. That is the best secret trick in the game. What you do is you lay down a bunch of fire pits, and then they're burning, and then you bang them with a shovel, and you put the fire out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
but to get the fire
underneath it.
Right, like to get the fire pits, you have to, get the coal, and then you have to get the sticks, and then you have to build them, and so it takes a long time to do it. But I was like, screw it, man.
Oh, I dig that. It's a nice little secret. Little tip from Jimmy D, y'all.
Right. Well, and I stole that from the internet somewhere too.
Everything's stolen from the internet, dude.
Right. I mean, there's no original thoughts left anymore. Anywhere.
No, absolutely not.
All right, let's head back over.
Happening right now, so
right.
All the original thoughts are out, dude. We took up the very last ones, y'all. Sorry. they were low hanging pickings, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, where did you go? Yeah. Okay. So I want, if you go from there, if you turn right and you walk straight, you'll get to the rail.
And honestly, man, when we get back over there, I'm gonna have to call it here sometime, probably next 20 minutes or so.
Oh yeah, we can just call it anyway if you want. It's cool.
Well, either way, I'm down to hang out for 20 more if you want to. It's up to you.
All right, sure.
But I guess before we do like a big build on the plot, we better have Travis in for that anyway. So there's no use in starting something like a major project here towards the end.
Right. But we can just like I think it's good that we toured over here because we were talking about if you go just a sec, I'm kind of watching two screens at once here, but I want you to go somewhere. So just hold on here. Turn slightly. Yeah, head towards that light.
The light? Which light?
Yeah,
that one?
Big one. No. Yes, that one.
I don't see a light.
No, turn slightly to the right.
Slightly to the right? This way?
Yeah, that big light on the rail tracks. Head towards that.
Oh. Oh, there's a delay, I think. There's something happening here. All right.
Right? Yeah, like I totally, that campfire dock is awesome. It takes a long time to build, but it's really worth it. So yeah, head towards this, and you'll see like just in front of you, there's this little hut, which is kind of cool. You can go up in there.
A witch hut?
Yeah, so like that was there. For some reason somebody built it. Like I guess a villager built it before they stole the villager. I don't know. But I decided to put a dock on the front of it and see if the villager would come back. But the villager never made it back. So I'm a little bit sad.
The villager mechanics, man, it's like the only way that I've figured out, I guess, I haven't been able to do it yet, but the only way that I know of is to like find a zombie and capture him. And then like block him in, and then you have to give him like milk and some other stuff, some potion. It's like a whole ordeal, man. It's kind of
right.
And then yeah, something could happen and they could just get killed. So I don't know. It's a lot of work to get just one villager going, and much less getting him to start doing it and stuff. Oh, very nice, very nice.
I like that. Matthew's talking about if he ever came to Japan, he would be an unagi addict.
Unagi? What's that? Is that like fushigi?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like fushigi. Hey, what did you just let my cat out? What happened?
Dude, I didn't let your cat out. I can't open the door here. Your cat was inside this house.
Oh man.
I just walked over here. There's no door in your place at all.
No, it's not my place. It's the villager's place. You chased the cat away. He's like drowning in the ocean.
No, man.
I hope your cat's in the other room and didn't see that.
No, my
cat's
cat
gonna
probably
be like...
scared him off, dude. He's trying to scare off my other cat. He's a total dick.
Okay. Yeah, so go up these steps. You can go up these steps. And
what's this, ice?
I don't know. No. No. Yeah, it's a marker.
All right.
I didn't put it there. It's a marker that marks the outer limits of the rail plot.
Dude, this is hilarious.
That you can't get out?
Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, no. I just got to go find a spot where I can make the jump. There's got to be a lily pad close by.
Oh, you can't get up there.
No. I need one more block underneath it. I can't make this this jump.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if I even have build rights over here because it's...
I think it might be off your plot. Yeah, let me see. Hang on.
I think it's the rail.
It's gonna be right over here, yeah. No. This one. Maybe like a lily pad or something, y'all.
You're right. That's really annoying.
This is hilarious. It just stops one below. Copy. This is copied and pasted, I believe.
Yeah, right.
That's how they do that, right? There's no other way.
With the rail pods, yeah, we have to put them in.
Have to do that.
There's no other
This
way.
is hilarious. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to fast travel back to my plot, bro. Teleporter, activate. Hang on, I'm activating my teleporter, dude. It takes a while when you hit your Hearthstone to go back to base. Just give it a minute.
Right? Yeah, that's my favorite thing about like it's so good.
Whoa, dude, this is dark and scary down here. Oh, look at that.
Right. But yeah, so we have control over some of those outer swamp rings, which is pretty cool. And then that connects with this connects with your mushroom house. You can see like, just past the mountains over there. So like, I think for the sale, we'll have to buy up at least 1 or 2 of those rails so that we can have a direct access. Cause I'd like to build our own railway all the way. Awesome. I'd like to build our own railway all the way from the Maple Glazed plot all the way through to our plot. And like the people who have the surrounding plots for your new Nasty Hooks plot, like I think they're not planning on selling those, so like we could probably get them to help us out with the railway and stuff too. So and that would be really fun.
If anybody here, if you guys do the gratitude land sale and some people get some stuff nearby us, I mean, if you want to help out and be cool, that'd be super dope. Or trade some land or whatever y'all want to do. Yeah, that would be super sick to have the 3 plots kind of all connected in some way.
Right, and like just basically get enough plots
that we going under the rail plots. You know what I'm saying? Like the underground railroad, dude. Well, we should probably name it something different, but yeah.
Totally need to name it something different.
I mean, I meant that in the most literal way, dude. I mean,
right. I know exactly what you mean. And it's
all right. That's it for me, dude. I'm gonna out here before I get in trouble, man. I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Sure. I mean, but that was fun. Like we did something different, which is cool because like the drizzle, he's not here, and sometimes it's good to drizzle things up a bit. Shake things up.
We want to set the tone for what this is going to be, man. It's going to be whatever we want it to be that particular day, and that's fine. So if y'all if you like Bird Bones, if you like Drizzle, if you like Jimmy D, and y'all just want to hang out and hear some weirdos talk about weird stuff, then that's what that's what we're here for. And you can come build on the plot and get weird with us there too.
I mean, well, for now, someday we might not be here for it. Someday we might be there for it because I just want to come visit you guys and do it in the backyard.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But then you also said one day we might not be here at all anymore, and now you're saying you want to come be in my backyard, and there was a guy sleeping in a tent back there, and you said it might have been you. Jimmy, are you lying right now?
I mean, that's why I was late. I'm like, God damn it, he didn't let me in. Now
you shaved off your beard like you just got caught committing a crime or something, man. Like, or you're trying to avoid getting caught. What's happening?
Yeah, so I think next, if you're cool though, I think what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to do this on Monday evenings.
Okay, I'm down.
Around 10 Eastern Standard Time.
Ooh, look at Jimmy being nice and not doing all the math for us on the time. I appreciate that.
Like between 10 and 11, whenever we jump on. That's
perfect.
And because you guys usually do shows and stuff like that, and I think we'll just jump on and we'll play a game. It's a good way to end a Monday evening for you guys. It's a good way to start a Tuesday morning for me. Let's do it. Let's do it up.
Let's do it, man. So that way you guys have something to look forward to. You know when to expect it. Mondays, around 10-ish. That's what we're shooting for every week. So, yeah, catch us, I guess, on the next rendition of the Maple Glazed Jerky
And again,
Chronicles.
if you guys are out there in the community and you're watching us, because there's only a few of you, 2 or 3 people, I'm sure if you hit us up in advance, we could probably whitelist you on that plot, and you could come and even help us build, right? Help us build the 3D maze. Just come hang out, help us build. I mean, of course, we're going to take the whitelisting away from you at the minute the stream's off and we can't monitor you because that's the kind of regime that we want to live in around these parts. But
we should let them build whatever they want, and then we should have a thing where me and you and Travis all sit like this, and then we decide whether or not we blow up their statue that they made, or whatever they made. It's like, is it good enough to be on the Glazed Maple Jerky plot or whatever? And then we either do this or we do that, and then it decides.
And if it's not good enough, do we burn it down?
Oh, we blow it up in front of them. Yeah. We destroy it to smithereens.
Awesome.
With TNTs, dude, all day. No.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you for everyone who tuned in. Bird Bones, thank you as always, because I always enjoy my time here with you. And we'll see you guys all next week.
Appreciate it. Yep, absolutely, guys. Love you guys. Nasty Hooks, check us out. Check out Jimmy D. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace out. Deuce, deuce.